Look, what is it you don't understand, Mr. Hoffman?
What you're saying.
We lost the case.
Well, how's that possible?
Well, for starters, the judge thought you were guilty.
What kind of a lawyer are you?
Look, Mr. Hoffler, I did the best job I could. Now, they were your cows. You did lead him through the pasture, and he did slip. Now, he could have sued you for more than a new suit. Now, be grateful.
Grateful? I lost, and he's telling me to be grateful. Look, Mr. Fancy Lawyer, I came to you to win. I can be grateful on my own time.
Mr. Hoffler, I did the best job I could.
You stink. Oh, Mr. Lawyer, you want your fee? Sue me.
Well, there goes another trailer payment.
Well, it's a good thing we're building a house, isn't it?
Hey, what do you say we call it a day? Go home early. I could fix one of Mama's special dishes, drink a little vino, and then we'll just sort of improvise in dessert.
Improvise, huh? Well, that is my favorite kind of dessert,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Don't I know it?
Don't worry, honey. Yeah, who do you want to speak to? Yeah? Well, that dirty little rat isn't here right now. No, why don't you call back tomorrow morning about 9:30? Yeah, he's a nice Italian boy, and he'll do the best job he can for you. Yeah, that's right. What?
What was that all about?
He said I did a lousy Cagney.
You did.
Let's get out of here.
I'm ready.
Yeah, just one thing, honey. I better leave Peter a note letting him know everything's okay.
I'll say.
Can I help you?
That's a leading question, counselor.
Well, it wasn't meant to be, Miss,
Wade. Mary Wade. I'm looking for a lawyer for my sister.
But why's that?
Because she's gonna need one.
Well, can I wait till tomorrow?
I don't think so. She'll probably be arrested this afternoon.
Arrested for what?
That really should be between you and Janet. But talk to her. Believe me, she'll tell you.
Well, where is she now?
She works the 4 to 10 shift at Danny's Cafe. You won't have any trouble recognizing her. We're twins. She looks just like me. Sort of.
Well, I'll take a run down there, but first my wife and I are gonna have some dessert.
Well, thanks. You're a nice guy. I'll be in touch.
Now, come on, honey. I know what you're thinking.
Want to bet? What I'm thinking is you should be in some other business.
Well, what for?
Because most businessmen do not come in contact with Mary Wade or her sister.
Oh, now, come on now, will you, honey? I'm a big boy, and I can handle myself.
That's just what I'm afraid of.
Excuse me, you Janet Wade?
Yes?
My name is Tony Petrocelli. I'm an attorney. I was told you're in some sort of trouble.
I don't understand.
Well, are you in trouble?
Why don't you, sit down and I'll get you some coffee. We can talk.
I'd rather have root beer for me, okay?
Okay. Root beer?
I'll open it.
This is very difficult for me.
Petrocelli, Tony Petrocelli.
Yes. I had some trouble in here last night with a customer. Parts of it are very jumbled. I cannot remember it all.
Well, why don't you start where you do remember, huh?
Well, it started about 9:45, and I'm sure of the time because my shift is over at 10.
Keeping you busy, baby?
Oh, you know, usual. It's not bad.
Food's pretty good. It's almost as pretty as you, but I bet not nearly as good.
I'm glad that you like the food, sir.
What's with this, sir? Are you in the Army?
No, sir. No, I'm sorry. Would you like some coffee?
Mm-hmm.
I had never seen him in the cafe before. He came on a little, but then I was used to that.
What do you do for fun when you're through work?
I read a lot.
Oh, now, that sounds lonely. Do you live far from here? Look, I'll be happy to give you a ride, and I promise you won't be lonely.
Excuse me.
Say, look, don't mind me. I like you, that's all. I'd be happy to drop you anywhere. I mean, it's no big deal, you know? I really am sorry.
Okay. I am kind of tired. A ride might be nice. I'm off at 10.
So, just like that, you accepted a ride home, huh?
Yes.
No hesitation, no questions asked. I mean, this guy doesn't sound exactly like Prince Charming.
I guess not.
Okay, then where'd you go?
I ended up in a hotel room.
You what?
I ended up in a hotel room.
What happened?
I don't remember.
See, now, let me get this straight. I mean, a guy you didn't know or like offers you a ride home, you accept, and next thing you know, you end up in his hotel room? Lady, this is getting stranger all the time. But anyway, go on from where you remember, huh?
It's getting a little stuffy in here. Do you mind if we talk outside?
Not at all.
I didn't know where I was. My face hurt. He was talking to me. I just wanted to get out of there. He just kept after me. I could smell the liquor on his breath. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. I felt like I was suffocating. I felt around and I grabbed something. I hit him with it and suddenly everything stopped. I remember just looking around, not believing any of it, as though it were some kind of a dream or a nightmare, and then I'd wake up. All I wanted to do was to get out of there. I grabbed my sweater and ran.
Okay, you say you ran, and where did you go?
I went home.
Well, go on.
That's it. The rest is just some sort of a blank. What do you think?
Well, Jenna, I think you better try to remember because you left out a lot of little details, including one very important one.
What's that?
Sam Johnson. Did you kill him?
Oh, my God. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even look back. I just ran out of the room. Please help me. What should I do?
Look, I think you better just start to try to remember. I mean, we've got to fill in those blanks, otherwise I cannot help you.
Well, then I really am in trouble. Because I honestly can't remember anything else. Mr. Petrocelli, you're a lawyer. Isn't there something that I can do?
Look, let me just tell you, this whole thing just doesn't add up. I mean, you remember a guy offering you a ride, you remember accepting it. You remember striking the guy in the hotel room. You don't remember how you got there or what you did before you struck him. Now, lady, this is a pretty tough story to sell to the police. The only thing you've got going for yourself is the fact that you do not remember. Now, is this the same story you told your sister?
Sister? Mr. Petrocelli, I don't have a sister.
Look, let's get this straight. Are you saying you don't have a sister?
You mentioned a sister, Mr. Petrocelli. I didn't.
Look, games bore the pants off me. I get the feeling you're playing games with me.
I'm not.
Then how do you explain a lady that says she's a sister, looks exactly like you and calls herself Mary? I mean, she's the one that hired me to help you. Look, Janet, Mary is very concerned about you. She cares about you. She really cares. Look, I'm going to ask you a question once again. Is Mary Wade your sister?
Let's just say that we have the same mother and father.
Look, Janet, let me tell you something. Whatever personal problems you have with your sister, now that is your business, okay? I mean, I really don't care about that, but what I do care about is the fact that you are honest with me because that's the only way I can help you.
Why?
Well, why what?
Why do you want to help me?
Because you seem like a nice kid. I think you're gonna need it.
Mr. Petrocelli, it's very important to me that you understand that nothing like this has ever happened to me before.
You Janet Wade?
Yeah,
That's right, officer.
Your name, Janet?
No, it's Petrocelli, and I'm her attorney.
Well, maybe it's a good thing you're here. Janet Wade, I'm arresting you for the murder of Sam Johnson. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak with an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. If you so desire and cannot afford one, an attorney will be appointed for you without charge before questioning.
It's okay, Janet, you go along with them, and no one's gonna hurt you. And I'll get down to see you later, okay?
I'm scared.
It's gonna be all right. I promise you that. Look, officer, do me a favor, will you? Just take it easy on her. She's a nice kid, huh?
You got it.
Thanks.
Hey, Dave, cool it, okay?
Thank you.
It smells just like a Texas morning.
It smells like something else to me.
Well, it's a farm. It's supposed to smell like that.
Well, you keep smelling. I'll just watch where I'm walking, huh?
This is the cleanest air in the world. Listen to that. Out here, the birds sing. In New York, they cough.
You know what your trouble is? You're just an old country girl.
And what's wrong with country girls?
I think they have a little trouble with their noses.
Tony, Maggie, come on in here. Sorry you had to track me here, but I promised the doc I'd give him a hand with the spring vaccination.
Nah, no problem, Pete, but have we got ourselves a case?
Well, that is great. Maybe I'll get paid.
Hey, Pete, did you come here to visit or to help out?
Oh, you bet, Doc. Come on in. I'll help the doc and you can fill me in. Oh, I don't think you met. Doc Simpson, this is Tony Maggie Petrocelli.
Oh, you're the lawyer.
Yeah, that's right.
I hear you're pretty good.
Well, I don't know about that.
How good are you at holding a sheep or a goat?
Are you kidding? I never tried. Why, do you need some help?
Well, that goes real fast with an extra pair of hands.
Well, you got it.
There's only one rule, Tony.
What's that?
Tony!
Oof! Ooh! Oof!
Woo!
You never turn your back on the goat.
Oh.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm sorry, Tony.
I'm fine. Just don't ask me to sit, huh?
What's this about a new case, Tony?
Client's a waitress by the name of Janet Wade.
Janet, I know her. She works at Danny's Cafe.
Oh, is there any waitress you don't know, Pete?
I gotta eat somewhere.
Well, she's in a lot of trouble.
Because she did something or because she didn't do something?
Well, that's why I need your help.
All right, that does it with the sheep. Pete, would you go in and get that black and white goat?
You bet. Come on, go. Whoa, come on now, get over there.
Get him, boy!
Come on now, come on now, come on, get over there. Come on now. Come on now, get over there.
Woo! Woo!
Huh?
Just an old country trick.
I'm sorry, Tony. Go on.
I want you to find out all you can about Janet Wade. Who she liked, who she didn't like, who she hung out with. Same for Sam Johnson, the guy they say she murdered. Why anybody would want to see him dead. Then check out Mary Wade, Janet's sister, huh? Find out what she did to make a buck and what she did with it.
And you need it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're about through now.
Thanks for helping.
That's okay, Doc. It was very educational.
Where to now?
Janet Wade's apartment. Told her to pick up a few things. And I hope she doesn't live in a pasture. Did you get everything that Janet asked for, babe?
Yes.
Oh, Janet sure didn't ask for very much.
Well, I hope Mary gets that note.
If you're looking for Janet, she's in jail and her sister ain't here.
What, do you know the girls?
Sure do. Kind of partial to Mary, though.
You are? Why's that?
She's always open to the new experience, if you get my meaning.
Oh, yeah, I think we do. Look, if you happen to see her, would you ask her to call her sister's lawyer? And, yeah, give this key to the landlord, huh?
Sure thing. Be glad to.
Always open to the new experience?
That's what the lady said.
Well, that's fine, just so you're not the new experience.
Yes, I'm not the new experience. Come on. John, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to drop Maggie off. You know, I hate to keep the DA waiting.
How come the only place you're not late is in the courtroom?
That's because the judge is always on time.
Well, I'm behind time, so walk me to the courthouse.
You got it.
So your client's got nothing but a lot of blanks.
That's right.
And she said she didn't come on to Sam Johnson at all.
That's right.
Well, that's very strange, Tony, because eyewitnesses swear that she made a play for him.
Enjoy your dinner.
Yes, ma'am. It's delicious.
I'll give your compliments to the chef. It'll be a first. You new in town?
I've been here for a few weeks. Seems like a pretty nice place.
Well, I think any place is nice if you've got friends. You got any friends?
Nothing that you might call close.
It's a shame. A nice-looking guy like you, you should have lots of close friends by now.
Yeah, well, I guess it'll take a little time.
Time or just meeting the right friend.
She offered to be his friend, Tony. Witnesses overheard them. She talked him into giving her a ride home. But that's not where she intended going.
Well, here's to friendship. What's wrong? Did I buy a bad year?
No, I just don't drink that much here. There is something else that I like. Hold it just a minute. Aren't you forgetting something?
You said you didn't want to drink.
I like to have fun just like anybody else. But I gotta think of myself.
What does that mean?
Why don't we just call it a little token of your friendship?
Money? You're kidding.
No, I never joke about money.
Lady,
you're the joke. You're not worth the price of this crummy room.
Now, that's a nice story, John, but that's all it is. Now, you trying to tell me she asked for money?
No, I'm telling you that the woman that found the body heard them talking about money. Now, look.
No, wait a second. Now, you look. Now, that girl has a clean record, John. Not 99%, but 100%. I mean, she didn't come on to Johnson. He came on to her. He tried, and she resisted. I mean, that's been known as self-defense since the first law book went into print. Janet Wade does not belong in jail. Now, the only fair and decent thing for both of us to do is to go to that judge and ask him to set bail.
He's really gotten to you, Tony.
Now, what does that mean?
It means that I won't oppose your bail motion, but you get this, Tony, and get it good. She hasn't gotten to me. Now, whatever Sam Johnson's intentions, she went with him of her own accord, and he didn't deserve to wind up dead. I'll see you around.
Hey, Tony!
Hey, Pete, what do you got?
I got plenty on the dead man, Sam Johnson. He wasn't exactly a Boy Scout.
Okay, let's walk and talk, huh?
He worked for the Platte Mining Company, San Remo's new territory for him. His job was to buy new mining equipment for his company. He met a Joel August just a day before he died. Now, Joel August, he's head honcho for the Steno Mining Equipment Company.
No, did he buy?
No, not exactly. He threatened.
Well, how's that?
Well, August was just about ready to fill a sizable order, like always. And then Johnson said he wanted a little something to sweeten the pot for placing the order.
You mean something like a kickback?
Exactly like a kickback. And then this August, he got just mad as a hornet. He called him a couple names. He kicked him right out of the office.
Any eyewitnesses?
Yeah, plenty. Yeah, absolutely plenty. He said that if Johnson ever pulled a trick like that again, he's going to nail him to the barn wall.
And that's good, Pete. You know, that's very good.
Tony, where are we off to now?
Well, if you play your cards right, I'll take you for a little ride.
Hey, come back here! That's my camper! Hey, where you going with my camper? Come back here! Hold it!
They finally got you!
They finally got me, yeah.
How much did they charge for throwing away your camper?
Well, I don't know about my last 3 clients. If we don't quit laughing, I'm going to have my investigator to that.
Tony, who are we looking for?
A lady by the name of Madge Breyer. She's the DA's eyewitness. She saw Janet leaving, discovered the body. She's also an artista.
What do you hope to find?
I don't know, Pete, anything. Oh. Excuse me, Miss Breyer?
Ms.
Oh, Ms. Breyer.
Oh, hell, call me Madge.
Okay, Madge. My name's Tony Petrocelli. This is Pete Ritter, and I'm the attorney representing Janet Wade.
You lose many cases?
Well, not if I can help it, no.
Well, honey, between you and me, you're gonna lose this one. Like my paintings? My seascapes? Some people say they're on their way out. They think they aren't sophisticated enough. Too much blue, I guess.
Well, I think it's just right. Madge, did you actually see Janet Wade murder Sam Johnson?
You mean, did I actually see her murder him? Well, no, not actually. But I saw her come running out.
Then what did you do?
Well, I went in, saw the body, and called the police.
From the phone in the room?
Oh, no, I'm no good around dead bodies. I went back to my own room and called the police.
How long were you out of the murder room?
About 5 minutes. The next time I went in was with the police.
So it is possible that someone else might have come into the room during that 5 minutes.
Well, I guess so.
And you can't be absolutely sure that Johnson was dead when you left the room.
Well, he was mighty still, honey.
But you can't be certain. I mean, even though you are an accomplished artist, you don't happen to hold the green medicine, do you?
Oh, no. I just assumed he was dead. Do you suppose someone might have slipped in there?
Well, it is possible, Madge. Look, I want to thank you very much for your help. And, listen, by the way, don't take any bum advice on those seascapes. I think they're fantastic.
For you, an admirer with my compliment.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, I insist.
You leave me speechless.
Just hang it at a favorite place.
Oh, I'll do that. Well, should we come in with you?
No, that's not necessary. I've already taken you out of your way.
Not at all. And remember, if you need anything, anything at all, we're here.
What's wrong?
Wrong? Nothing. I was just thinking how nice the both of you have been. Arranging for bail and looking after me. But mostly just for caring. I mean, it seems so silly just to say thank you. But I'm afraid I don't know what else to say. I really do thank you.
It's okay.
You know, it's kind of nice what she said, wasn't it?
She's a nice girl.
Yeah. You know you have become ambidextrous.
How's that?
You learn to shop as well at night as you do during the day. But I will tell you one thing. You sure have learned the value of those 3 little words.
I love you.
No. Charge it, please.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, honey, give me a head, will you? Handle it, will you? Just Mary Wade. Watch it! Mary.
Well, 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 counselor. Didn't know you cared. Not bad. Not bad. I'll never stand up in court.
Hey, what is this?
That's what?
This come on.
Wait a minute. I mean, you gotta be kidding. I mean, first you leave me a note, then you follow me in here, and now you're telling me that I'm coming onto you? That's a cute act, mister, but you lost me.
Look, lady, I lost you several days ago. Your sister's in real trouble. Now, where have you been?
It's none of your business.
Well, that's where you're wrong. You see, you hired me to help Janet.
Question. If I hired you, can I fire you?
Yeah, you can fire me, but you can't take me off the case.
Little Mouse must really be crazy about you. Oh, Mrs. Lawyer. We were just, discussing my sister.
I noticed.
Look, why didn't you tell me you and your sister weren't that close?
Never came up, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it might.
Well, so now you know. Mouse and I don't get along. We never did and never will.
Don't you want to help Janet?
I hired you, didn't I?
Well, then help me earn my fee.
Janet's frightened. She needs you.
It's the story of her life.
You really dislike her, don't you?
No. No, I just don't understand her.
But you live together.
Well, I'm working on that.
How's that?
Gonna get my own place. She holds me back, you know?
But she doesn't hold back the rent. Look, I spoke to your landlord.
He's a creep.
Well, he seems to care for Janet.
Well, he's the type that would.
Look, whatever problems you and your sister have now, that's your business. The only thing that matters is the fact that she needs help, and she needs it fast.
Sure. Why not?
Look, has Janet ever been involved in anything like this before? Something that only his sister would know about?
The little mouse is a mouse, Petrocelli. She's helpless. That's why she needed your help the other night, and that's why she needs you now.
She's got my help, Mary, but she could use a little of yours. Stay in touch, huh?
Hi. How are you doing?
Hi, Pete. Have some candy.
No, thanks. What, did you find a sale?
No, they found a pigeon. What'd you find out, Pete?
Sam Johnson. He did time for fraud about 6 years ago, and there may be more.
Yeah, let's find it before the DA does, though. What about Mary Wade?
Well, near as I can find out, no driver's license, no social security number, no job, pays no bills. She's a strange little lady.
Yeah, she sounds rather strange.
Not exactly the all-American girl.
Where's this all lead us?
You know, it might just lead us to the mouse that roared.
Didn't seem to go too well this morning.
Well, it's about what I expected, Doc.
So, what happens now?
Well, Kelly will probably finish the prosecution this afternoon, and then it's our turn.
No other witnesses for you?
Nope.
Well, 3 sessions isn't very much.
That's all we got.
Okay, just remember what I told you, and hope for the best.
Well, I'm beyond hoping, I'm into prayer.
The Superior Court in and for the County of San Remo is now in session. The Honorable Judge P. Grumbine is presiding.
And you were on duty at the State Hotel that night Mr. Johnson rented the room.
Yep.
Was the defendant with him?
Sure was. Hanging all over him.
Objection, Your Honor. Nobody asked Mr. Wallace his opinion of her attitude.
Sustained. The jury will disregard that statement.
Very well. Mr. Wallace, was the defendant standing near Mr. Johnson, or was she standing away from him?
Like I said, she was hanging all over him.
Thank you. Your witness?
Just one question, Mr. Wallace. Now, are you sure it was the defendant you saw that night?
Sure. Like the way she looked that night, a lot better, though.
Bet you did. No more questions.
Mr. Kelly? The witness is excused.
That concludes the case for the people, Your Honor.
Very well, we'll proceed with the defense. Mr. Petrocelli?
Defense calls Dr. Robert Coblin. Dr. Coblin, you are the head of the psychiatric division of the University Medical Center.
I am.
And in the course of the past week, you've had 3 analytic sessions with the defendant.
I have.
Does she strike you as the type of lady that would go to a hotel room with a man she barely knew?
On the surface, no. But under certain circumstances, she might.
But what do you mean, under certain circumstances?
Well, people are very complex. We all have inside us repressed feelings, emotions that sometimes escape to punish us.
So what you're saying is, if for instance, my boss chews me out and I'm afraid to talk back to him, and then later on I stub my toe, that stubbing of my toe really isn't an accident, but rather I'm punishing myself. Is that correct?
Yes, because you were afraid to talk back.
I see. And perhaps after a kind of a rough day, I have a minor accident, dent my fender or something like that. Then again, what's really happening is I'm punishing myself. Is that correct?
That would be consistent.
I see. So what you're saying is, if I may paraphrase, is that all of us, even the so-called normal people, have something inside of us that, by accident, punishes us. Now, we all know people who have more than their share of accidents, or do they? Now, from what the doctor tells me, most of us have that thing living inside of us, and we control it. We never realize why these things happen. But sometimes, we lose that control. No further questions.
Mr. Kelly?
Oh, yes, one question. Do you agree that Janet Wade was capable of going to the hotel with Sam Johnson?
In a sense, yes.
Thank you.
Redirect?
No, Your Honor.
Witness is excused.
Defense calls Janet Wade. Now, Janet, you've heard all of the testimony so far.
Yes.
Best of your knowledge, is it all true?
I think so.
Now, you were raised in a small town.
Yes.
Your parents strict?
Yes.
I'm sorry, could you speak a little louder?
Yes.
Were you allowed to date?
No.
Smoke? Drink?
No.
When'd you move to San Remo?
3 years ago after my parents died.
You now smoke? No. You drink?
No.
You date?
No.
Are you a virgin? Janet?
Yes. No. Yes.
Janet, you have heard all the evidence so far. You know that because of you, a man is dead. Now, you know that.
It's not my fault.
Well, I know that too, Janet. And I also know whose fault it is.
Mary?
That's right. Mary. Now, Mary can answer all the questions that you can't, Janet. Now, listen to me, Janet. I want to put Mary on the stand. Janet, you are in deep trouble if I don't put Mary on the stand. Now, I must speak to Mary.
No.
It isn't Mary that's going to go to prison. It's you, Janet. You're going to die unless I speak to Mary, Janet.
Hi, Counselor. It's nice to see you again.
Well, it's especially nice to see you again, too, Mary.
And why didn't you say things like that when we're alone?
Do you know who we are?
Sure, her trial.
Her?
Janet, the mouse.
You know what's going on here?
Yep.
Okay, then what about you? Do you drink?
Sure.
Do you smoke?
Sometimes.
And are you
Counselor, think of my reputation.
But Janet doesn't do any of these things, does she?
No, but she'd like to, all right.
Why doesn't she?
She can't. She's all tied up in knots. She's afraid to do anything.
But you're not. And maybe if Janet's afraid to do something sometimes, you'll do it for her, hmm?
Sure. I like to have fun.
What about the night Janet met Sam Johnson?
That clown. He was funny. He really thought he was something.
What do you do for fun when you're through work?
I read a lot.
Oh, now, that sounds lonely. Do you live far from here? Look, I'll be happy to give you a ride, and I promise you won't be lonely.
Excuse me.
Hey, wait.
Yeah. He was really coming on, so I decided I'd play a little number on him, you know, see if his stuff was together. Something else you wanted?
What about that ride?
Well, that depends on whether we'd go straight home or not.
Hey, anywhere you want.
Well, why don't we go have a drink and talk it over?
Anything you want.
Terrific. I'm off at 10.
Good.
We went to this crummy hotel. He was so nervous he could barely register. We went up to the room, then I decided to really play a game with him. So I asked him for money. You should have seen him. You know, there's only one thing missing.
What's that?
A little token of your affection.
Money?
It's the magic word.
Money? What the hell is this?
Come on. I mean, you really didn't think it was love, did you? A little creep like you? Well, party started to get a little rough, so I split.
You split?
Yeah, I got out.
Leaving Janet to face Sam Johnson,
You stupid broad. What kind of an act is this?
And there she was, a young woman with a split personality, not knowing what was happening. A man tearing at her, kissing her. In desperation, she picked up the ashtray and she hit him. Not intending to kill, only trying to save herself. Now, you understand that if Janet goes to prison, you go right with her. That's why you hired me, isn't it?
I couldn't stand to be locked up.
I know. You also understand that if you don't go to prison, both you and Janet are going to change.
Yes.
Can I speak to Janet now?
I'm afraid.
No, there's no need to be. I promise you. Now, please, let me speak to Janet, hmm?
Sure. Oh, and, hey, listen, counselor, if I don't see you again. It's been terrific.
Bye, Mary. Janet? Janet?
Yes.
Do you know what Mary and I were talking about?
No. I've just been gone.
It's all right. It's gonna be all right. No games, no trickery. Just a person out of control. A human being with multiple personalities. Now, somewhere inside Janet is a whole person, a little bit of both. Someone who can be a happy, useful person. Janet Wade did kill Sam Johnson. He didn't deserve to die. But she didn't mean to kill. And she doesn't deserve to be treated as one who would. Punishment or vengeance is not the answer. Janet needs help. She needs your understanding of what happened. She needs your decision to give her treatment instead of jail. I implore you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, to save Janet and Mary and the woman she can eventually become.
Do you really think she'll become that third person?
I don't know. I hope so, honey. At least they're going to give her a chance.
No more Mary, no more Janet. I wonder what she'd be like.
Now, whatever she's like, Pete, I think she's going to be a lot happier.
Amen.
I tell you, I got something going for me tonight that's gonna make me a lot happier.
You devil.
I'll see you around.
Bye.
Okay, Pete.
Oh. Hey.
Hmm?
Here.
What's this? Something for winning the case?
No, it's our anniversary. Today. It's okay. I know you've been busy with the case. It's all right if you forgot to get me something.
Honey, I forgot. I didn't forget anything. Matter of fact, I did get you something. What do you think of that? I just didn't have time to have it wrapped. That's all. Happy anniversary. Well, do you like it?
Oh, gee, it's it's blue. But I like it.
No, you don't like it.
No, I do. I like it. It reminds me of a lake back home.
It does?
Owned by my uncle. He always forgot his wife's anniversary, too.